Hello folks, I'm JDporkchop and welcome to another episode of Surviving Space Engineers. I have been very busy. Where we talked about in the last episode about sort of setting out the outline, that is pretty much done now. I did most of it with the drilling machine, the digger, and little bits here and there by hand. But when you start right clicking with the big digger, the little digger, it clears it out really quickly, so this didn't take too long. So, as we talked about, this is going to be the living area, you know, mess hall, medic, all that sort of stuff is going to be done through here. And then you're going to pass through this corridor, which I'm going to leave open like this to give a real feel of these two sections being separated. Of living quarters, you go through here, and now you're into the working part of the base. This is where the refineries are, and the assemblers, and the docks, and all that. So it definitely has to feel like two separate parts of the base. So this will be maybe, I'm not quite sure. Maybe this will be like a control for the airlocks or something here. Then we're going to go through, and this is into the docks, the working area. Now, one of the things that is obviously going to be a big drain on us is getting this all welded up, and I'm already running low on a lot of resources. So I think for this episode, it is about getting a refinery area put in. We've talked about lots of different places where we could put it. Underneath this, there's going to be a sort of landing pad area here, and putting it underneath that. Yeah, okay, maybe. There's maybe sticking it down here under the floor here, and once again, yeah, maybe. But the one that really actually kind of appeals to me is we keep going on the theme of having it sort of built into the rock face, and having this whole area here recessed back a little, and having, you know, so as you pull your ship in, this isn't just going to be an empty corridor. There is going to be working stuff in here. So I think I like the idea of we have an airlock here, and then this is going to all still be open to the elements. We're not going to close it in, but there being refineries on one level, assemblers on the next level. Maybe down at the bottom we'll have a couple of nuclear reactors or H2O generators, or hydrogen and oxygen generators. That sort of idea. I think that will fit in well with the aesthetics of what I'm aiming for. So that's really what we're going to be working on today. The other thing we'll have to work on is a way of getting the rock from emptying out that little miner, and we're probably going to build a large block miner, you know, something really big that will just destroy an entire asteroid. Because we're going to need a lot of resources. So we're going to need something that size, and how are we going to empty it? Are we going to put a dock in here? Are we going to put the dock out there? How are we going to do it? So that's something I haven't quite worked that part out yet. But for now, I think the thing we're going to work on is where do we put the assemblers. Now I do not want to. This is where the door maybe starts. We haven't really set out how wide we're going to bring the door, and in all honesty, it might move a little bit this way. So I want to make sure that we have enough space so that ships coming through here, because we might bring some larger ships, like the Serenity sort of size, through this work area. So I do want to recess it back in a bit. I don't want to build out the way. So I think the way we're going to do it is, I probably didn't grab any plates when I was down there. Yeah, every time. I really have very little left, to be honest, so I'm gonna have to get this in quick. So obviously I already have a refinery down there on the floor of the. Wow, is that us then? We out of iron? We are out of iron. Okay, so one of the things I've noticed is, see this sort of bulbous looking weird wart on the side of the asteroid? This is full of iron. It's got tons of iron inside of it, and I don't really like it there. It looks ugly. So we're going to remove all of that. and that should give us a good chunk of resources. And then I think what's going to happen is we're going to build up this way, and here is going to be some sort of defense platform, missile launcher. One of the mods I've installed is the we go in here and look, is this stuff. You can actually build torpedoes, and building like some sort of torpedo launcher on the top there, so we can just press a button, launch off a torpedo, appeals to me. Anyway, let's get back to this. So, I think we'll state right now that this is going to be... See, look, the tunnel sort of curves a little to the left, doesn't it? So, we might have to sort of have it zigzag a little bit, or... no, I think it'll be okay. Let's go out a little bit further. How many am I going to want to build? Where are assemblers? I think 6. That's how many we had in the base down on Earth, the Earth-like planet. So I think 6 again would seem to be a sensible kind of number. So let's push back this way, and I'm probably going to need the miner to do a little bit of work. This thing goes so slowly. I need to put more thrusters on it. But the thing is it's only 4 sort of moving around in this base area, so it doesn't really need to go fast. This was for in between, what are they called? In between asteroids, I put hydrogen thrusters on it. Doesn't like to stop either. Stop? Right, so I think we're just gonna dig out a little bit. Nothing huge, I don't want to go too far back. Just a bit of space. Okay. Okay, that feels like deep enough back. Let's just do it down this way. There we go, that's plenty. Move this out of the way. Okay. So let me think. I'm going to go and have a glass of water for a start. Clear my throat, but I obviously don't want to do it into the microphone because that would be rude. I'm going to have a little think about exactly how I want to lay this out. Maybe experiment around with a couple of things, and then I'm going to be back. So how does this look? We have some catwalks that are coming out from the door. Then I put some... These are all modded items, by the way. Then I put some of these, what is it? This one. These armor ramps coming out, so that it looks like it's sort of being supported by the rock face. There, and then that'll do. Let's put those there. Actually, come and think about it, I probably don't want those there, because I'm going to need to put the pipe work there. But anyway. So yeah, this looks good. So we're going to keep cutting this rock face back a little bit. And I think we're going to place our assemblers. So, did we say 6? I think we said 6. Where are the assemblers? No, not assemblers, refineries, sorry. So I think I want a gap of 1 for people to go behind and do maintenance. And I also want to move it back 1. But is it going to let me do that easily? So where is the port underneath this on the left-hand side? So, another mod I'm going to introduce you to, if I can find it, is the maintenance, maintenance hatch, maintenance tunnels, maintenance something. There it is. So what do we not need? I don't need that. So this is basically conveyor tubes that you can actually walk around in. So they're supposed to be like little access hatches. Is the idea. And I really like that idea for being I don't know, like how can I put it? Like something different. You know, something that we can play into this whole heavy industrial theme that we're going for. Including that I really like the vents as well. So, and also it looks like something out of Alien when they're crashing around in the vents. That's quite cool. So let me have a look. Which one do we want? We want the one. We want that one. Junction? No.
Energy
Maintenance
low.
shaft. Go away with your rate. Yeah. Okay. So maintenance shaft. This is the one we want. So I need to put this. Ow, that's a bit funky there. And we're going to have to dig all this rock away, because obviously we can't have rock inside it, because you have to be able to walk around inside it. Oh, I think we really need to go in there much, but... So shaft, is that the one we're going with? Yeah, maybe. Maintenance shaft. This was... Okay. So we just have to put it here. Let's dig this out first. Let's remove that and go back to jetpack. Get our digger out. Dig some of this back. Okay. Right. Should be okay. Right, so now let's put the junction back down. I'll try and get one of these, a couple of these welded up so you can sort of see what they look like. But it's quite a cool looking mod. Okay. Now let's see if we can get one of these put down. So number 9. Put it there like perfect. Perfect. Okay, so we do need to dig it back a little bit. So obviously we still want to get the enhancements on the back, and the ones we're probably going to go for while we have power issues is the power production ones. Because speed doesn't really matter that much, because I'll just, you know, ram it full of stuff and just leave it running while I go build stuff or go... Whoa, okay, yeah, let's get out of here and go and do some digging with this boy. Go. Yeah, I can, you know, fill it up with stuff, leave it running, and I'm not exactly sure how chunk loading works in this game, or if there is such a thing as chunk loading, as in like in Minecraft. You know, if I leave this base running and then go somewhere far away, will the base still be running while I'm over there, or will it unload? Which I would imagine there has to be some sort of chunk loading. It wouldn't be chunks, because that's obviously Minecraft. I'm using that as a reference, as most of you will have played Minecraft at some point, I'd imagine, and understand how the chunk loading in that game works. Okay. Go. What's that? Cargo ship. That's fine. That's fine. Not scared of cargo ships. Okay. Go. Let's get some more of these shafts down. Now, there's no real reason to have these here instead of conveyor things, but I just thought it'd be a nice little, you know, thing. And with some of it, it actually might look quite good. You know, being able to, oh, we've got to go and repair something, so you've got to go down the maintenance hatches. So we'll try and build it in a way that if I want to go and do maintenance on something, that, come on. There we go. And if nothing else, just for fun. So that's what? That's 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's really go out quite a bit more. And that one's going to be 5, 6. Go. And perfect. Okay, so let's get these refineries down. There. Needs dug back a little bit. Go. And with the back wall, I don't think I'm going to bother covering it up in any way. I think I like the fact that it's all going to be open rock. We don't want to forget the fact that we're building into an asteroid. I think keeping some of the rock face open and keeping it looking very sort of where you just built into the side like that is going to be something that gives part of the charm of this place. Right, so I need that there, and then I guess we'll go with here. We'll go with something like that, just to cover it up, and then I'll figure out something for the end. Let's just get that one. You get my little welding ship all sorted out. Come down here and do that. There's no way am I putting 6 assemblers together by hand. That sounds like a whole load of not fun. Okay. And then I think the floor below is where what we'll do is we'll put maybe a stairwell. That's what I'll do at the end here. Stairwell going down. And then, so, what do we still need? We need one more piece here. Is that 6? 1, 2, yep, 6. So that's perfect. So let's get rid of that. Put just a normal block down. We'll probably maybe put some blocks behind as a walkway area. Need to go one more over because obviously this space that I'm in right now is going to be taken up with upgrades. So what do we do? We'll dig this out a little bit further. Whoa. Down this way a little bit. And there we go. Tell you what we could do is put some more catwalky stuff here. Might make it look cool. So, well, actually no, because I'll keep that there and it will cover up the maintenance tunnels. Then put what's that catwalk stuff? It's in here somewhere. If I can't find it, I'll just do it off camera. Is it? Look, there it is. Okay. Now, see. That is interesting. So maybe if I do block there like that, put it on top. Ha! Like that. Oh no, because that's... No. That's all wrong. Okay, I'm going to do a little bit more off camera. Try and work out something that looks good. Yeah, because I'm getting frustrated. This. Okay. I'm going to work something out that looks good. I'll probably just put more blocks down, to be honest. We're never really going to come back here. And then I'm going to get some of this welded up, and then we'll move on to the next part of this project. I am really pleased with how this is turning out now. We are running out of resources so quickly. Ian went and did some mining because we ran out of metal plates. So yeah, between this episode and the next, I'm definitely going to have to start loading this thing up. We have no power to it at the moment, but I'll fix that. So this is those tubes. It's basically a conveyor belt, a conveyor box thing. You know what I'm talking about. What's it called? Conveyor tube. It's basically one of those, but you can walk along inside it, and you can actually see, like, it looks like a conveyor tube on the inside. If I try and wiggle them up, it's sort of difficult without gravity. There we go. But you can use these for building anything that a conveyor will do. So moving oxygen and parts around, any of that sort of stuff. There's an air vent one, so we could have all be able to crawl around inside the air vents, kind of thing. And then there's a little hatch. That's it. So if we go down here, so that's the tube. That's the door to get into it. That's the vent. So we got that's just a junction and the shaft. So yeah. Oops. Right, what else are we going to do? We've only got about 10 minutes left, so in that 10 minutes we have to figure out a way of getting the rocks from inside that to inside that. Now, I think it's only going to be a temporary solution. I think what I'm going to do is stick a connector just down here somewhere. Now, stick a connector out, have it connect to it, and we'll do it that way. I think it's the best way. And then I can just sort of back into it. Now, with the assemblers, we're going to build another floor, probably down here. Need what? One more of those. What's the catwalk? A cat. Which ones is it? It's these ones. Okay, so I need one more of these. So you need to do stick a there, like that. Then that. Perfect. Then count as it go. So if we were gonna dig this out, like so, then maybe have this go back to blocks from here on out. Stick one underneath. Stick that one there. Stick that one there, and then get rid of that one. Now I want to keep like a little bit of rock, because I definitely want to make it look like it's set into the rock face. So we might bring this one forward a little bit further. So we might bring this out this way. So. Then let's get the assembler just so I can figure out how I want to do it. Let's have a look. Where are the assemblers? They'll be down here somewhere. I'll just search for it. Two S's. So we're going to want to have them upended. So if we have them like there, no, one back there, on 1, 6, 7. So I want that there like that. Go. Put all this back. And how many assemblers are we going to need? I think in the last base we had 4. So probably just do 4 again, or maybe just 3. Let's see how many we can fit in. Let's back a bit. Didn't want to cut it that far back. Well, it'll be all right. Still plenty of space. There we go. I just want it to look like it's sort of organically coming out of the rock face. I think it does do that. So, number 7. We have those like that. And then we need a gap of 2 in between each one so that we have enough room for more, what do you call them? The upgrade things. I seem to have lost the ability to English again. Seems to be a regular occurrence. There we go. I might rip these blocks out, change them for those, because I quite like how they look, like panels. So I might change those out for that. Actually, I'm almost certainly going to do that, but I'll do it later. Okay. Like so. And then what did I say? We needed 2. So let's just dig that bit out. And then I'm going to do the rest of this in between episodes. Including a absolute ton of mining. Because we are completely out. I probably can't even weld that assembler up, to be honest. I'll have to use the one on the ship for a little bit. Got 1, 2, so keep taking that across. And then you do those there. And that'll be perfect. Okay, so that's how we're going to do it. Let's just dig this out a little bit more. Once again, I'm going to leave the back open, the top open, so it just looks like we've built into the side of the asteroid, which is exactly what we have done. And I quite like it. So let's just sort of come back a bit. Yeah, it's going to look good. So we'll go all the way to this wall, get the other 2 assemblers, so it'll be like one there, and then tell you what we could do is we could then bring a pipe down and build some sort of little landing thing down here. If we bring it down low enough, actually, or even sort of recess it into this wall here, then it wouldn't, because the door's is going to start there. It wouldn't be in the way of the door. That's actually quite a good idea. So we might look at doing that. But this is all stuff I'm going to do between episodes because I think we're getting... Actually, I'm almost certain we're kind of at time now. So this has been another building episode. And that's been like 2 or 3 in a row now. So in the next episode, we're going to go do something else. We're going to go and shoot something, blow something up, maybe build a spaceship, although that's sort of the same as building a base, so it's still kind of sucky. So yeah, we're going to go shoot somebody. Shoot them in the face. So I have been JDporkchop. I hope you have enjoyed this episode. If you have, a like and a subscribe would be really appreciated. And I will see you in the next one.